For the most part, I have not experienced brain fog for the last 3 years, ever since I started implementing these 18 brain healthy habits into my daily routine. In this video, I will share what brain fog is and share my top 18 ways to reduce brain fog and even eliminate brain fog from our lives completely, once and for all. So let's get started. Brain fog is not a medical term, but it is often used to describe a collection of symptoms people experience, such as feeling confused, having difficulty expressing thoughts into words, as well as having difficulty focusing and paying attention. In order for our brain to work at its absolute best and optimal ability, there are some brain healthy habits we can all do to improve our brain performance. This can help to reduce and even completely eliminate brain fog from our lives. All of the following habits are simple and achievable, but they're not necessarily easy to do in practice, but they do help with clearing up brain fog when done consistently. The first habit is avoiding excessive alcohol consumption. Alcohol, as we all know, reduces our thinking ability and slows down our reaction speed. And this is the reason why drinking and driving is illegal, because reaction speed is so greatly affected. Alcohol can cause brain fog for this very same reason, so avoiding drinking excessive amounts of alcohol can help to reduce and clear up brain fog. Number 2 is hydrate. By staying hydrated, you help to increase your brain performance. One study showed that a dehydration level of just 2% reduces your cognitive and thinking ability of your brain by up to 20%. So dehydration makes a huge impact on your overall brain performance. So staying hydrated can be a great way to reduce brain fog. Number 3 is supplement omega-3. Our brain is mostly fat when you take out all of the water. So omega-3 makes up most of this actually in our brain. So in order for our brain cells to be replenished, to be grown and to be strengthened, omega-3 is a great thing to incorporate into our diet. Whether that be in supplementation or getting it by eating things like fatty fish, like salmon and sardines are a great source of omega-3. And for vegetarians, there are nuts and seeds which do have omega-3 in it, although in lower amounts. Number 4 is have foods high in antioxidants. This includes things like blueberries and fruits and vegetables. So antioxidants help to clear up the free radicals that can be formed in our brain as a result of oxidative processes. And free radicals are harmful and can damage brain cells and can lead to things like brain fog in the future when done over time. So to reduce this free radical damage in our brain, we can have antioxidants in our diets, and incorporating these foods into our diet can be great for clearing up and getting rid of brain fog. Number 5 is supplement vitamin B12 or get it in your diet. Vitamin B12 deficiency is one of huge causes of brain fog. And it's a very simple and reversible thing that we can treat simply by getting enough B12 in our diet. B12 plays many important roles in brain function, so it's super important to either get it in our diet or supplement B12 in the form of tablets if we're not able to get it in our diet. This is especially common in elderly people, so supplementing B12 in older age can be a great thing to do. Number 6 is learn something new. Whether that be through reading a book or attending a lecture or watching a YouTube video, by learning something new, we help to increase neuroplasticity in our brain. And neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to adapt and change and grow. And by growing new brain cells, you massively reduce the risk of brain fog and experiencing it. So to get rid of brain fog, take advantage of neuroplasticity by learning something new every single day. Number 7 is regular exercise. By incorporating regular exercise into our daily routine, this helps to increase the levels of BDNF in our brain, which stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. This is sort of like a growth stimulant that helps our brain to grow and adapt and change, stimulating neuroplasticity and the creation of new brain cells. These are all wonderful things in order to reduce our chance of getting brain fog, as it helps to increase our concentration and cognitive abilities in our brain. It's important to note that choosing an exercise that you personally enjoy is very important, because levels of dopamine only are shown to rise in people who actually enjoy the exercise. So don't just follow what your friends do. Find an exercise that you personally enjoy. For me, that's weightlifting as well as running, but for you that may be things like yoga or other forms of exercise that you personally enjoy. And this helps to keep you motivated by increasing dopamine levels and helps to maintain this regular healthy habit. Number 8 is implement a daily gratitude practice. So ever since I started doing a daily gratitude journal where I write down 2 to 3 things to be grateful for every single day, I have found that my brain fog has massively improved ever since I've started doing this. And I highly recommend anyone to practice a daily gratitude journal. It's so easy to do, only takes a few minutes every day and actually makes a huge difference. I've personally found that it has completely helped clear up any brain fog that I had in the past. The 9th healthy brain habit is reading. This kind of follows on from point number 6 of learning something new every single day. But it's so important because reading has helped me personally so much in my life. I personally learned a lot from reading, and what it actually does is help to consolidate memory in our brain because we are linking new information to old information, and that actually helps to strengthen the old information, the memories in our brain. And this helps to reduce the likelihood that we experience things like neurodegenerative disorders, which could lead to brain fog. The 10th habit is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is just simply not eating for prolonged periods of time. So usually people start with 16 hours of not eating with an 8-hour window of eating. And intermittent fasting is not only helpful for losing weight and fat, but actually helps to improve mental clarity. Intermittent fasting has been shown to increase a process called autophagy, which is where macrophages in our brain actually go in and clean out waste products. So things like beta amyloid plaques and tau tangles are cleaned up through this process of autophagy. And these waste proteins can lead to things like Alzheimer's as well as other neurodegenerative disorders, which can be a massive cause of brain fog in many people. So if you haven't tried intermittent fasting as a way to reduce brain fog, it's a great one to try. Number 11 is prioritize good quality sleep. I cannot stress the importance of good quality sleep for our overall brain function enough. Not only does sleep help to clean up the waste proteins that I mentioned earlier, the process of autophagy actually increases during sleep. So it reduces our risk of Alzheimer's as well as Parkinson's disease and other neurodegenerative diseases, all of which are major causes of brain fog. So good quality sleep is one of the best things we can do to make sure we don't experience brain fog in the future. The 12th brain healthy habit is avoid artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners such as aspartame have actually been linked to brain fog. So by reducing the intake of these sweeteners in our diet, we can actually improve brain fog this way. Number 13 is avoid processed sugars. Insulin resistance, such as in diabetes, has actually been linked to neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's disease, which is one of the reasons why Alzheimer's disease is sometimes called type 3 diabetes, because there's such a strong link between insulin resistance and brain fog. So symptoms like cognitive impairment seen in neurodegenerative disorders. So by reducing refined sugars and not having too much of it in our diet, this can actually help to improve our mental performance and reduce brain fog. Number 14 is assess medications that you may be taking. There's many medications which actually have a side effect of brain fog. So it might be worth asking your doctor if any of the medications that you're on have a side effect of brain fog. If it's something you're experiencing, it can be something that can be stopped if you're having very serious and severe side effects such as brain fog. So something to be mindful of. So this includes things like prescription medications, but it also includes over-the-counter medications. So things like NyQuil have actually been linked to brain fog in some people. The 15th healthy brain habit is to maintain a healthy hormonal balance. There are many hormones in the human body, and a lot of these actually affect our brain's performance. So I've actually made a video of the top 15 hormones that affect brain performance, which I'll leave a card up here so you can watch that later. But essentially what you want to do with hormones is make sure that this isn't a cause of your brain fog. So one of the most common causes of brain fog is actually hypothyroidism or low thyroid levels. So it might be worth getting your thyroxine levels checked in a blood test to make sure this isn't the cause of your brain fog, and this is very reversible and treatable. The 16th healthy brain habit is getting sunlight on our skin. So sunlight not only helps to improve our vitamin D levels, which is essential for the formation of serotonin in our gut and brain, essential for our mental health, but it also has UV rays, which has been shown to increase dopamine levels and motivation levels in our brain. And these all help to support our brain to reduce the risk of brain fog. UV rays also help to boost nitric oxide levels, which is a gas that helps to protect our coronary arteries in our heart and help them stay healthy. And heart health is very important for brain health because blood flow is one of the key indicators for brain performance. Number 17 is maintain a healthy gut microbiome. The gut microbiome is super important because it plays many roles, especially relating to the brain. So one of the roles that it does is help to support the blood-brain barrier, which is a sort of tightly knit group of protein structures that prevent infections from getting into the brain. So super important to prevent things like meningitis and inflammation, which can lead to things like brain fog, even in mild cases. The gut microbiome not only helps to support the blood-brain barrier, but also supports microglial activity. So these are macrophages that help to clean up waste products in our brain, which can lead to brain fog. So I mentioned the beta amyloid plaques and tau tangles earlier, and macrophages help to remove these from our brain. I've made a more comprehensive video on the gut-brain interaction, and I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in that. But for this video, I'll just share my top tip for improving your gut microbiome health, and that is to get enough fiber in your diet. This is very important because the vast majority of people in the Western world do not have enough fiber in their diet. So having enough leafy green vegetables and other sources of fiber is not only great for your gut in general, it's important for the gut microbiome, which in turn helps to support our brain health. Number 18 is daily breathing exercises, more popularly called meditation. Meditation helps to reduce stress and cortisol levels. And cortisol is linked to brain fog because stress does not help our brain to perform at its best and makes us more confused and less able to retain information. So by reducing cortisol levels through things like meditative practices, it can be a great strategy to reduce your risk of brain fog and even eliminate it completely. This is actually one of my favorites, and I've made a video about this as well. If you want to learn the scientific way to meditate, there should be a video popping up any second now, so you can go and watch that. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe for better brain health, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next video.